Hello, hello, hello. Hey guys, everybody, come on in, come on in, come on in. Let me get the StreamYard for you so you can click the link and come up. Um, Only ground rules, please everybody be polite. No cursing, and if you can help it, please. And just try to be polite. Everybody's got a right to their opinion. I want everybody to be able to say what they want to say, respectfully, because I do want to know what you got, what you think about what's going on, and I want to give everybody the opportunity to voice how they feel. Like this, it's been stressful. It's been a stressful last few weeks actually, and I think today was the culmination for me because I was able to see just how hateful people were to be online celebrating a young person losing their life. I don't care what they've said in the past that upset you. There has to be boundaries. I'm pinning the StreamYard to the top of the chat and I'll run it through there periodically. Okay. All right, Quiet Storm. So, as everybody comes in, hopefully folks come in and hit the StreamYard, please. And let me know what you think about what's happening. This is no good. Like, this is literally no good. Part of me wanted to, I agree. My bit 911. It was sick to see it. Like, what are you dancing and celebrating for? I think we've reached a fever pitch when a difference of opinion will have you celebrating somebody losing their lives. What I saw on social media today was disturbing. I was not proud today. I was not proud today. I don't know many people who would have been proud to see what was happening today. Okay, we got Justin Jones who wants to come up. Justin, you can turn your camera off. Just hit the camera button and turn it off and I'll bring you up, okay? All right. All right, Justin, weigh in for us. Tell us what you think about everything that's going on.
I just wanted to ask you what you think about the radical left right now, because I really agreed with most of what Charlie Kirk had to say, and today was just tragic, man. It was crazy.
It was. What I think about the radical left, I believe that this is just my opinion since you asked. I think the radical left is under the control of the elites. And I think what the elites want is
Exactly.
chaos. They want chaos. They want to dismantle this country. They use any means they can to manipulate people into heightened emotional states. They will convince you that absolutely anybody is your enemy. They love to use race
Racism,
as a hot
slavery. Yes,
anything.
exactly.
I
I
mean,
understand. It's the
it's
same thing, and
horrible.
I'm seeing it's horrible. Yes.
It's horrible, and it is heartbreaking because some of us can see clearly what's going on, and we're
Yes.
watching other people fall for it and take the bait every time. It's heartbreaking to watch. Like right now, you have people all across the country who can see what's going on. And if you speak up against it, you're automatically a racist.
Yes. Exactly.
There are people right now in this country who are calling Black Americans white supremacists.
Yeah.
No joke. They're saying we are white supremacists for saying we have to protect the country that we live in. Because we're saying, no, immigrants are not allowed to cosplay as Black Americans, commit crimes, commit violence against this country, make terroristic threats, take advantage of social programs, commit fraud. And by calling it out, now we're white supremacists. Isn't that
Yeah.
simple?
It's just crazy. And as a mulatto, I'm actually, my mom's white and my dad's black, and it's kind of hard to decipher between. But after the school shooting in the Catholic school and Charlie Kirk's death, I see how hateful and manipulative the Democratic Party can be.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they are desperate right now to cause some
Yeah.
kind of racial tension in this country. They're
Yeah.
desperate.
Yes, I see it.
I see exactly what they're doing. Like, it doesn't make sense. First of all, to what's the young lady, Dakara Thompson in Maryland, young black lady, really pretty girl. When she lost her life, and we pointed out that that was an illegal alien that took her life, they immediately put out the video of DeCarlos Brown Jr. and what he did to the Ukrainian immigrant that's here. My problem with that is that crime took place back in August. So the way I see it, the liberal media hid that crime. They hid it because
Yeah,
it did not fit the demographic that they wanted it to fit. It didn't
exactly.
look the way they wanted it to look. So they hid it. But once we pointed out that, hey, you're trying to race bait and rage bait Black American citizens, foundational Black American citizens, into helping to fight for illegal immigration. And now there's an illegal immigrant that just took this young Black American woman's life. They immediately put out the video because that was supposed to whip everybody into a frenzy. That
Yeah.
was supposed to make it black versus white. Like, y'all fight each other because we need to continue stealing from you and exploiting you.
Yes, I think the radical left are getting desperate and they're trying to grab whatever they can to make sure their point comes across. But
That's what
hopefully,
they're
more
doing.
and more people are starting to see clearly now against what is actually going on.
And did you see that today with Charlie Kirk being harmed?
Yes.
The fact that they had people with decoys. There was somebody, I think, with a BB gun or a pellet gun or something. Why were there people out there with decoys? Why are they trying to convince us that this man that they're saying is homeless is the shooter? Do they think we're stupid?
They most definitely think that the American people, most of them, are stupid, and people are starting to wake up.
And it's disgusting because,
It
by
is.
my estimation, I have children Charlie Kirk's age. That's a problem for me because, unless I missed my guess, the left is behind the death of that young man. They
Exactly.
sacrificed him, is what they did. And that's just my opinion. I can't prove it. Don't come suing me, but that's what I feel. They
I mean,
sacrificed that
you don't
young man.
necessarily have to prove it. It's just facts. It's just facts at this point. You can't. I mean, the left can't hide the fact of what they're trying to do. They're trying to spread hate amongst us, and unfortunately, Charlie Kirk paid the ultimate price, and he became a martyr. But hopefully, more and more people become awake to what's actually going on.
That's right. Because if not, we're going to have more young American people, anybody who has a backbone, a brain, and integrity, and will actually say what they believe, that are going to be victims. Like, how many more martyrs? How many more? That's the question. How many more? We don't have to agree with everything that people say. To me, it's enough that you're thinking.
Yes.
It's enough that you're thinking critically. You don't have to agree with everything that the powers that be shove down your throat. You're supposed to think for yourself.
And another thing I want to ask you about is what do you think about the news media spreading this word fascism around? It's just crazy, man. I just don't know where are they getting this word fascism from.
What liberal media does is they look for buzzwords that they can use and give to their followers as talking points. So now the word of the day is fascism.
Yeah.
When it comes to anybody who is Caucasian and conservative.
Yeah.
If you're Black and conservative, the word that they use on us is xenophobia. You're xenophobic.
Whitewash, stuff like that. Whitewash and stuff, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's the thing. They have to give their unhinged, mentally unwell base talking points because they don't want them to think critically. Critical thinking is the enemy to liberals. So if
Yes.
they start encouraging people in their party to think critically, well, then they wouldn't have much of a party left now, would they?
No.
So they don't want you to think critically. They want to give you buzzwords. So when you hear somebody actually giving you an argument and telling you why they believe what they believe, when you can't defend your stance, just say, call them a fascist, call them xenophobic,
Exactly.
call them racist. And that's what they do. That is
Well,
what they do. We literally have a politician who's saying that she's not here legally. She's been caught doing under the table deals.
yes.
The Democratic Party is showing me that they are the party of immigrants, of illegals, and illegal activity. And I'm sorry, but in my heart, I believe that they are behind what happened today for
Yes.
the world to see. That was a
I,
lot to watch.
I believe that. Thank you.
I
Well,
absolutely
I'm gonna let somebody else give a chance to
thank
speak.
you for coming up. I hope you subscribe so you can come back.
I did. I absolutely did. I'm finding more and more people that have common sense, and I'm glad I came across your channel. Thank you for letting me speak.
You are so welcome. Please come again, okay?
I will.
All right. Bye. So anyone else who wants to come up, please feel free. Even if you just want to blow off steam, because I know that was a lot to watch. That was a lot to watch. What I will also say is that we are going to have to be louder. And what I mean by that, if those of us who know right from wrong are just simply calling out right from wrong. Thank you so much, B549er. Thank you. Those of us who know right from wrong, we will state it. But when we are not vocal enough, people who are louder become targets. The people who will actually stand up and really say what needs to be said, they become targets because we sometimes are too quiet. Sometimes we're too concerned with hurting people's feelings and not telling the truth. America is in trouble. America is in crisis. The school shooting that took place at that Catholic school, there should have been a lot more noise made about that. There was a lot more should have been said, and there simply wasn't. M. Jones says those Democrats are very desperate to go to extreme levels. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because if we don't start being more vocal and letting them know, you know, sacrificing one person is not going to help you when we're all going to stand up. We're all going to talk. We're all going to hold you accountable. And we're all going to call you out for your behavior. Every last one of us. We're going to call you out. We are in trouble. When that school shooting happened over at that Catholic school, there should have been noise made. The fact that that person was taking certain medication as it relates to the rainbow community and trans situations, and they were mentally unstable, we should have had a conversation. That should have been on everybody's platform. We need to be louder. We're quiet when we shouldn't be. And it leaves those that don't agree to be quiet, and it leaves those who have the nerve to speak up, it leaves them exposed. The only way we stop this is by all of us speaking up. That's the only way we stop it. When you see something, say something. When you see people trying to poke and stoke and cause issues, call them out, because half the time they're not even our people. They're not. I've been watching closely. The situation is going on in Chicago. You have American citizens, Black citizens, by the way, begging for assistance, begging for help, begging for the federal government to do something about the illegal alien scourge that is taking place in their city. And then you have these people that are pretending to be gang members. And most of those people are immigrants. They're not Americans. They've just learned to imitate the way we speak because they love to cosplay as us. saying, oh, if you come, we're going to fight back. No, you're not. You ran from your country. You're not going to fight here. You didn't fight at home, and you're not going to fight here. We have to start pointing out things and speaking up the minute we see the people who are out to harm us, who are out to dismantle the country that we have to live in, taking action. When we see these judges that are doing things like releasing the likes of a DeCarlos Brown Jr. on the streets, when these judges come up for re-election, why are they being voted back in? As citizens, we have to say something. We have to stop what we're doing. We are being too passive. We are being far too passive, and it is costing now the lives of young people who are willing to try to be active and involved in politics. We need more American citizens in politics. I hope you don't think for 1 minute that that didn't have a whole lot to do with what happened today to Charlie Kirk. They do not want American citizens in politics. They want immigrants in politics, people that they can control because they are living off the teats of the American system. We have to do better. We have to do better. Like, that's really all I got to say. I was very disturbed, and watching people sit up and celebrate and dance around on social media. I don't even know whether Charlie's mother is still with us. If she is still here, then that woman witnessed someone take her child's life. What in the world would you be celebrating? As mothers, fathers, as parents, put yourself in people's shoes. What in the world is there to celebrate? What could you possibly be celebrating? I'm disturbed. Like, that's the only thing I can say. I'm totally disturbed. We came over to the StreamYard because I wanted to give y'all a chance to do a call in. Let your voice be heard. Shout out to Justin for speaking his piece. I know it's not always easy. I know a lot of people are shy and you don't really want to call in. But yeah, I did want to give that opportunity. I think I'm going to start doing that every time I go live. I think we'll, kind of do a switcheroo, and we'll come over to this platform and give people a chance to call in and speak their piece. Because what I have noticed when we do that and we switch over to this format, a lot of the trolls are not comfortable because the troll is never going to call in. They're not going to call in. They'll spew their hate from the chat. They'll say all kind of nasty things about America. They will say all kind of nasty things about me. They'll, liberals will come in and sling racial slurs and all that stuff. But when we are in this format, they're not comfortable coming over, and they're never going to call in and actually say it with their full chest. Because one thing about hateful people is that they're usually cowards. Quiet Storm says at 31, I'm sure his kids are not even teenagers. No, he has young children. I think somebody said like 4 years old. Young children, small children. He's barely above a child himself. He's 30. He was 31. And those of us who have children that are that age, I could not imagine if that were my son. I could not imagine if that was my daughter. And the fact that there were people celebrating is very disturbing. We have got to do better. But listen, guys, that's it for me. If there's no more call-ins, I did want to make sure we, made it available. And like I said, we're going to do it more often when we go live on the other format. We hang out for a little while, especially if it's something like this. Thanks for the smile, B549er. We'll definitely switch over to this format to give everybody a chance to call in. And then this way, too, I can put your comments up on the screen. So it's just 2 different formats, same channel, always a good time. And this is a safe place where you can actually say what you feel, and you can support your country without being attacked for it on this channel. Okay. And we love the Lord without being attacked, too. All right. So listen, guys, I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for chatting with me a little bit. Right. They want to divide us, but we're uniting, and there's nothing they can do about it. There is nothing that they can do about it. They were counting on Black America to help them, and we're not doing it. We're not going. We're not going. At this point, we're in it together, and it's high time we figure that out. We're all in it together, whether we like it or not. Okay. So listen, guys, y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. Remember to be positive, be productive, encourage the people around you. Make sure you also encourage yourself. And remember, in case no one else tells you, God loves you. I love you. Okay. Bye, guys.